fucking dirty bitch sword at me while I'm struggling to live! How dare you? Lashes, they gonna do work. No, I'm not picking it up. Who's not picking up that baby? No.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I'm ready.
It's always good.
Beatles. Or Beatles.
Thank you, Michael. No, I turned off my mic in order to talk to you guys on Discord because I was muting it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Also, hi. Sorry. So, last session, everybody came back from the tear in reality and from the other plane of existence. They all had a fight with a bunch of insect swarms, many insect swarms. Ki-Rel, for some unknown reason, when he came back, was sort of there but not there. He was autopiloting above table. For everybody that didn't know, he was away for the session. But there's a reason that we decided for him to be specific for it. They managed to survive. They found some satchels in the tree that the mushrooms were surrounding. Got some money, some objects. Budrick found a bestiary on dire beasts, which he volunteered for first watch. They were splitting up as Budrick, Alina, and Rahk. We're taking 2 hours each so that they could have their requisite hours. So Budrick spends 2 of his hours reading the bestiary. And as I told you last time, you need 10 hours in order to finish the books. That's 2 out of 10. I need you to roll a perception check at disadvantage because you're reading.
Okay.
Oh god. I need to reload my notebook.
And
Alright, so Budrick reads his bestiary, managed to get through a couple chapters, doesn't notice anything strange. You now have the opportunity to wake up Alina for hers.
alright, I'm gonna wake her up. Time for your shift. Morning.
Just 2 more minutes, please. Just.
Alright, I'll give you 2 more minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. You know, zhuzh my hair up a little bit. Kind of, you know. Wait, damn it! I don't have a wait. Wait, how am I? I got it. Let me double.
You are also still messy from yesterday.
I'm aware. Didn't I clean myself?
Yeah, she did. She showered.
Did you?
I
Yeah,
did.
remember
Oh, right, with the rest of the water.
when
That's right.
Budrick
Yeah.
almost see my titty. Yeah,
That's right,
see?
that's right.
He's trying to get a little sneaky peek before the wedding. It's crazy.
Goldie, you didn't notice because you were here, obviously, but she was like, "I'm gonna go down," and she like walks down to the like a couple of like 40 feet away from them, and then Zaf was just like, "Oh yeah, so Budrick's just gonna follow Alina to like talk to her," and she's like, "Excuse me, you gonna do my nipple is out what?" And he's like, "What?"
Yeah,
And
nasty.
she's like, "I said I'm gonna go like do my ablutions and like clean myself," and he was like, "Oh shit, retcon, I didn't do that." Oh, it's funny. Sorry, continue. You are giving her 2 extra minutes.
Alright, it's been 2 minutes. Get up.
This man is tired. He fought just as many bugs as you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get up. We're filling the blue garments today, so we're gonna make sure we have the blue dress on, and I will begin my watch.
Okay.
Alright. Night.
Beautiful. I need you to roll perception.
Let's see. 18.
Beautiful. So, first half of your 2-hour stint, nothing sort of piques your wariness, curiosity, what have you. The canopy overhead, as I said, is quite dense, but you do notice at one point a large shadow. You know how, like, even if you're like seeing through something that is like very dense, it's like, and you see like a shadow move over it. You see the first shadow go across. And then just as you look up, you see the bottom of a body, which is unmistakably a griffin. And you know that 2 griffins have just flown overhead of the top of the canopy in a southward direction.
Do I know anything about griffins?
You can roll a nature check.
Oh god. Budrick
Really
be with me
bad.
on this roll, damn it. 15.
So like you know what a griffin is. You know it's a large creature.
Are they
Winged.
carnivorous?
They are carnivores.
Oh,
So they
God.
will think of it. It's like a lion or a eagle. Like they eat meat. right?
A lion eagle. I hate this fucking forest.
A griffin is basically just a big four-legged eagle, if you really want to think about it.
Yeah.
Like they.
Well, it's the front
They
half
have
is
kind of
like
a
an
lion?
eagle, and then it's a eagle's wings, eagle's head, eagle's front claws, and then the body and the back end is lion.
Have you not seen Harry Potter?
You know,
That's a
buckbeak.
hippogriff.
Well, yeah,
That's
Oh, you're
basically
right.
it's pretty much a griffin, though.
it's
Yeah.
basically, yeah. I will say, they prefer horses to any other type of meat.
Okay.
You do know that they could be used as a trained mount, and usually
Ooh.
they prefer like rocky cliff top areas. So I would say you probably assume that they are in the midst of travel. Like they're not planning on stopping. It's literally you've just seen them.
Roosting anytime soon.
Yeah, you've seen them just amidst some kind of travel for one purpose or another, but they are heading in a southward direction.
Alina is determined to get a griffin now.
She's like, let me work on my animal handling.
I'm probably gonna get my ass tore up, but now that's something I'm gonna go ahead and just write at the bottom, like of my journal. I'm gonna be like, "What's Griffin for Christmas?" Or
I
what's
mean,
for Christmas?
In my
What's
Discord,
the-
there is the channels for you guys each to have your little. This is what I want to try and get for my character at some point in the campaign. So if that's what you really want, put that in there. We'll see what we can do.
Okay,
Maybe.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to.
So flying and being majestic is very much Alina's vibe.
You can
well,
ride
know-
Budrick, and once he gets his ability to wild shape up to that.
Yeah, you could ride. Budrick.
Ride
Lose some
Budrick.
weight, rat can carry you.
I'm just
Oh wow.
ashamed about this fucking eagle. This is crazy. My
I don't know.
God. This
Rahk.
keto diet is not doing me any
Blame-
justice.
Blame my strength stat, because the only person in this party I can carry right now is Ki-Rel.
What you should say,
Or Budrick,
Alina, what you should say, well, I mean, above table, what you should say to Caustic is, stop skipping arm day at the fucking gym.
Okay. You're quick to be fucking hobos, but you can't pick up a big Eladrin ass elf baddie? I don't think so. That's
I
crazy.
focus on wing days so I can get that flight speed up, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's time to switch gears.
Sure.
Alright, so other than that, nothing else of note happens during your watch. You are free to wake up Rahk for his shift. I will also say this. You have the options not to wake up the person that's coming after you at any point and take the rest of their shift, or just not and let the cards fall. Right?
That said, I think
You know
we
what?
all
I'm
need
gonna-
this rest.
No, I was gonna say I'm okay to right? Did I get a full rest?
You will once you've gone through the next
Yeah,
bit of
but
it.
your full rest is after this. That's
Yeah.
why you're waking me up.
Oh, okay. Bird, wake up.
Yeah, we planned it all out.
Alina,
Wake up.
Alina's gonna say that only because she's still slightly irritable from being woken up.
Rahk will ruffle a little bit.
Stand
And
up
you're
for
just
your
gonna
shift.
look at me and see me with my fucking bed hair.
Yep, but he's giving you the bird stare, the morning bird stare.
Oh, the evil bird stare? The one in
Yes.
the rain?
Is
Oh,
Rahk's
no.
stare at any point different than just
No, it's really not different at
You know,
any
it's
point.
just-
It's just the bird
to
stare.
Rahk? It's
Like,
different, but it's just to everybody else just looks the
Yes.
same.
Yeah, to me, it's different stares. To you, it always looks like the bird stare in the rain.
It's like
it
the
could
word.
be a good stare. It could be a bad stare. You have no clue.
It's like how
Sounds like you're-
fuck has many different connotations to it based on how it's said, right? But imagine, like, to Rahk, he's saying the word or giving the look, and in his head he's like, this is the look that I'm giving. But to everybody else, nobody else understands it, because any other Aarackocran would see it, right?
Yeah.
But none of you are Aarackocran, so you don't know.
Also, above table, Rahk also knows Orin. So if he just makes a sigh, that could be him just sighing, or that could be him swearing in a completely different language that y'all have no clue.
Sounds alright. Caustic, are you an affiliate or so on Twitch?
I am an affiliate.
You need to put that damn bird stare as like one of your your emotes, and then we need to start gigifying that shit in the chat.
I do need to put that as one of my emotes.
Yes, you need to do that. Yes.
Alright. So, she has walked over to Rahk and said, "Wake up, bird."
He said he's up. He's giving her the bird stare.
Okay, so Alina, you are now going for the remainder of the long rest, which will be your full rest. Okay, and Rahk. Ooh, okay, cool. I need you to roll a perception.
Let's see how this goes through Rock's perception. Oh, actually. That's a flat 18.
Ooh, wonderful. So at some point during your patrol, because you do patrol, right? It's usually what you do. As your...
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So sometime during your patrol, as you're passing by one of the tree areas, just on one of the outstretched limbs, you notice a nest. You hear a crow cawing briefly and harshly before suddenly flying off. A gust of wind parts a few leaves that are blocking its nest from your view, and allows a small ray of filtered moonlight to illuminate the vacated nest. A glint catches your attention. What would you like to do?
Oh, he's absolutely going to investigate the shiny thing in the nest.
That's why I was so glad that you're the one that rolled this one on yours. The other two might not have.
Oh, he is going to investigate the shiny thing in the nest.
Okay. I need you to roll an investigation check.
13.
Beautiful. So, you reach up into this nest, grasp the object, and pull it back down. Inside, you note a small white pearl resting amongst other shattered eggshells.
He's going to slip the pearl into his pocket. Continue his patrol.
Other than that, nothing else happens for the rest of your watch. Okay. So the full 8 hours has elapsed. Everybody may take their long rest.
Do any of you guys have like a shield or something that might be large and metallic?
Is that the first thing you're asking them when you wake up?
Yes.
Okay, well, hold on for a second. So, as everyone wakes up, I need everybody except Ki-Rel to roll perception, please.
What the fuck?
Those hypocrites are coming back.
13.
That's a 3.
13.
Okay. So,
Non-hypocrite.
only Budrick and Alina notice this at first. You notice as you awake, there are several shadows that seem to be moving amongst the trees. And slowly you watch, almost like, you know when a shadow elongates? But there's no change in the light anywhere. Firelight, moonlight, nothing. It just, shadows are elongating, and they all reach out directly towards Ki-Rel. And they all seep underneath his body. And you all watch as some of it crawls up and manifests itself over his shoulders.
What the fuck?
Hang on. As a cloak appears woven from the shadows around his body, shifting and flowing like smoke.
What
Wait,
the hell?
is it an outfit change? Did he just Sailor Moon transform on us?
That's what you see.
That is
Ki-
my child.
Ki-Rel.
Just like
Ki-Rel.
me.
Only Ki-Rel, nobody else would hear this. You begin to hear soft whispers echoing. It's sort of just kind of like, you know when you just like at the back of your mind, you hear them. They don't bother you, but it's almost just kind of like, you know when you hear a breeze of wind? It's kind of like that. Like you're able to still listen and everything else, but you do take note of it. And you have returned from what we had discussed.
Oh,
you
back
know
in the forest.
that this new accoutrement to your person is from the other thing, as a gift of sorts.
Ooh, this is nice.
And you wake up with Unwin and Turnaroth on either side of you.
Turn around
Did
to
we hear
take
him
care of
talk?
Ki-Rel.
Well, at least we woke up back here. Did anyone else have that dream of being somewhere else?
You could talk again.
Tyrell, you're back.
Yes. Yeah,
What,
yeah,
what
I'm
dream
back.
are you talking about?
Well, we were all in like some other place.
I mean that was a bit ago. That wasn't.
Yeah,
A bit ago.
then you drank some
Well-
strange blood.
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
been
I
talking
remember.
since.
I remember that.
When you have
You
Yeah,
haven't
no
been
same
talking
sense.
since.
Yeah, we've just come back from there.
We haven't. We've been back for a while.
Not that I know of anyway. Was I sleeping?
Well, you went through a whole fight.
Can
Where?
I examine Ki-Rel?
You got attacked by a bunch of beetles.
What are you examining him
No,
for?
they were fairies, weren't they?
That was before that.
Can I? Wait,
I don't know anything about fairies.
wait. Did you just say he doesn't remember the whole time in the other dimension? Can
No.
I do an Arcana check on this man?
He's
Or this
saying he
child.
remembers the other dimension. He does not remember it since you guys have been back.
Yeah, he does not remember the Beatles at all.
Nope.
What are you trying to Arcana
Um,
check him for?
I want to see. Well, do I see? I seen the shadows. Like, do I see the like cloak on him now?
You saw the cloak form on him. You and Budrick saw it form on him. Rahk, you will now see the cloak, but you don't know how it got there. But Budrick and Alina did see how it got there.
You can only do an Arcana check. on
Rahk
the
would
cape.
have a pretty good idea on how it might have gotten there.
May I?
We were-
Yeah.
What are you trying to check for?
I want to see if this cape has any magical properties. If I'm familiar with any type of clothing like this, considering
Okay. You can do an Arcana check.
a fashion check. Hey. Oh shit, 10.
And you know that it's magical in some fashion, but you can't identify the school of magic, and you don't know how it or like what its functions are in any sense.
Okay.
It's not something you
Oh,
recognize. Anyways.
Ki-Rel, you like playing dress up too?
Well, yes. I'm not going to be walking about here naked, especially at a forest.
That's probably for the best. And we do need to have a long conversation about you putting foreign objects or bodily substances into your mouth. I feel like that's definitely something that we need to address.
I have to eat.
Yes, and I can cook for you, but you have to be good until then.
Okay, fine.
Cool. Ki-Rel, we'll make sure that you're fed. You don't need to fight for food anymore. We'll make sure that everybody gets food.
It's just all the years of being homeless. You know, you have to find food wherever you can.
I understand.
Says that Rat's gonna nod at him when he says that. Rat, he knows. He's
Oh my
lived in the
God.
woods.
I almost had a stroke, let me tell you. You were talking about the crow cawing earlier, and I just heard something in, like, my room. And I looked up, and it was my little fucking Febreze automatic sprayer thingy. The little spray is out, so it just sounded like a I was like, the fucking crow is in my room now? Okay. Anyway.
That is great.
Can I go ahead and start preparing some pastries for...
Yep.
For some people? Okay.
Just make sure to remove
Ki-Rel,
one of the things
Yeah.
from your...
Ki-Rel, do you have any rations?
I believe I do have rations.
Okay. Well, if you're ever hungry, let me know, and I've got rations.
It's okay, I got it, boo-boo.
I just meant in case we get separated, or or we're not around.
Yeah, I do have
Okay.
rations.
I'm gonna give him my tart as well, too, so. Just in case he needs it for later, but he needs to eat it within 8 hours, I believe.
Yep.
Mommy
Maybe
Alina's
next
gonna
time
take care of
there's
his growing boy. Or her growing boy.
He's
You're gonna
big
be so
growing
big and
boy.
strong. Big growing
Yeah,
boy.
I'll be big and strong.
I'm loving this.
Maybe next time you see some dead demon with black oozing blood, maybe you eat your rations instead of the blood. Okay?
Just the look on Goldie's face, like I saw in your eyes, you went, no. He just, in his eyes, I saw him think, where's the fun in that? Beautiful, love it. Okay, so Turnaroth and Unwin also wake up. Eventually, they start stretching.
Good morning, you
And-
two.
Unwin gives a quick like, and you could just hear him mutter under his breath, "We gotta get out of here today. We gotta get out of here." Turnaroth looks down and sees that Ki-Rel has returned to his faculties. "Young one, you're all there again." And he just pats you gently on the head, and he goes, "You were very strange yesterday.
What do you mean yesterday? What?
Some kind of bewitchment."
The fairies?
Maybe. I've never seen them do it, but anything's possible with the Fae.
I have a feeling that dimension that we traveled to may have returned him in some other state. I don't question the different dimensions. They already said time moved extremely strange. For you, it felt like it was like a minute or so. For us, it was some time. So, maybe on his way back, it wasn't the same.
Perhaps. I don't know. I've never run across something like that before, but I'm going to agree with my mumbling compatriot over here. We should do our best to try and get out of here as swiftly as possible.
That would be wise.
Before we depart, I'm gonna have my familiar fly down onto my arm, and I'm gonna introduce him to Ki-Rel and just say, "Ki-Rel, this is my familiar. Don't kill it."
God.
Does your familiar have a name?
I have not named it yet. It is an owl, though.
Name it.
Oh yeah, it does have a name. This is Owly. I forgot. This is Owly, my owl.
Hi, Owly. What language would that be?
It would be beast, like an animal.
Oh, right, aye.
So do you speak bird?
Whenever I hear familiar, I think like a demonic thing.
Well, it depends. Budrick, did you assign a language? Because I think you have to pick celestial. Hang on.
I don't know. I probably did not.
Celestial, Fey, or Fiend. What language would you like it to be able to speak?
Celestial Fey.
That's two different languages. So
Oh,
celestial,
I don't know.
celestial, Fey, or Fiend.
Fey.
Fey?
Fey.
Okay.
That's the find familiar spell.
Yes. So you are the only one that is able to understand your owl because nobody else speaks Fey. And just a point of reference, when you speak to the owl, you're speaking common. But because you're its owner, summoner, it understands you specifically. But when it speaks in Fey. Okay. Next. What would you guys like to do?
I'm still preparing my tarts if anybody else is doing this while I'm cooking. Doing anything else?
How long does it take you to cook?
An hour, I believe?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Should be.
Can I read for another hour?
Yeah, that's what you want to do?
Can Rahk investigate the pearl and see if there are any special properties or anything to it?
You may. That will take the entirety of the hour.
That's
You okay
fine.
with that?
Yeah. Also, I just DM'd you the names of Rahk's individual geese because they do each have names.
Okay. I will add now the specific item which that pearl is to your backpack.
Please say you've named them like the Seven Dwarfs type things.
Now that is something you could keep or give. It's up to you.
I mean, it would definitely be useful to literally every other member of this party.
I know. It would also be useful to you, but not as useful, I think, as the other people. But
Not really,
Depends.
because he doesn't have spell slots that he really uses on a regular basis. Like, any of the spells he needs to
Yeah.
use regularly, he can use as a ritual if he needs to.
no, that's up to you.
Alright. So I'm doing the bolstering treats. I only make 2 of them. I'll be giving 1 to Ki-Rel and 1 to Boo Boo.
Thank you.
So remind them what that
Thank you.
does.
For everybody else. I put it in the chat for everybody. Bolstering treats with 1
perfect.
hour of work are upon finishing a long rest. You can cook 2 special treats. A creature can use a bonus action to eat one of those treats. and gain 2 temporary HP that last for 8 hours. Well, the treat lasts for 8 hours. The temporary HP lasts for however long you have it. Or until you rest. Long rest. Does short rest remove temp HP? I don't remember if you put that in as a rule.
No, it's just long rest.
Okay.
I believe.
Rahk is going to hand the pearl to Budrick.
So I'm going to give you each the bolstering treat, Ki-Rel and Budrick, in your inventories. Once 8 hours has elapsed, I will be moving it into your backpacks. So if you see it in your backpack, it means that it is no longer usable for the temporary HP, but you can still use it as a ration. Provided you eat it within, I think, 3 days. Okay?
Oh! Okay, this is also something I want to do too. Can you have me, you've done it before, depending on how long it took me, I think, to bathe one time. I have my cosmetics I want to put my face on. I'm gonna take my knife from my cooking utensils and cast Prestidigitation on it to, you know, shine up the surface a little bit. I'm gonna do my makeup in a butcher knife.
Okay. Beautiful.
That dude's got to do.
Just to remind Budrick, if I can cook, but if you leave me, I'm crazy.
I don't think he didn't already understand that.
Yeah.
Did you want me to roll a d6 to see how long it takes me to do my makeup for today?
No, I'll just say you do it as part of that hour while you're cooking.
Okay.
So we can
Okay,
do
she's a
things.
multitasker. She's
Yeah.
a woman. Okay.
Rahk is going to give the pearl to Budrick, Andy.
Would you like to RP it out?
Yes. So Rahk is going to, after sitting down cross-legged, you've seen him for the last hour just staring at this pearl, trying to figure out what the fuck it is. He's going to promptly get up and walk over to Budrick and just hand it to him. No words, just bird stare, arm out, handing him this random pearl.
What is this?
Magic.
Magic, okay. Thanks.
Are you going to tell him what it is?
Rahk will explain what it is, yes, to him.
I have now put it
so-
in your equipment, Budrick, so you may have to refresh your D&D Beyond sheet. But it does require attunement by spellcaster, so it would take up one of your attunement slots. While this pearl is on your person, you could take a magic action, which is basically just an action, to regain one expended spell slot of level 3 or lower. Once you use the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay. Once per day.
Once per
Yeah.
day, it's a free spell
Cool.
slot of 3 or lower.
Thank you, Rahk.
Pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
And you can only have one attuning item equipped at
Right.
a time, right?
Great.
3, depending on some classes, I think, can add more attunement slots, like Artificer can, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's 3 base.
Your passives. Racked up. I'm not gonna see shit.
That's
Ki-Rel.
flat 10 across all of
I
them
know,
for
right?
Rahk.
You know what's funny? Ki-Rel is nearly the same as you. he is equally obtuse when it comes to passive perception. Okay. I will say, Budrick, you are the only one with passive perception high enough. When Rahk passes you that pearl, and as he's explaining to you what it does, you can see Unwin staring at you guys through this exchange, kind of like. And then he continues going about his getting ready for the day. And you can see him kind of like he's ready to go.
Min-Nguen, you seem a little anxious there.
I don't want to be in this forest any longer. I don't even know how many days have passed since I've been here. We gotta get out. Why are we dawdling reading books? Let's go! Let's go!
You have to prepare for a journey, my friend.
At this rate, we're gonna prepare for our graves? I might as well just start shoveling.
We'll be alright.
Everybody done cooking, eating treats, reading books, blah, blah, blah. Let's go!
Do you want a treat, Min-Nguen? Is that why you're upset?
I don't want a treat. I want to get out.
If you wanted one, you could just ask. It might take another hour.
His voice goes up shrill. I don't want a treat!
Rahk is giving him a hard bird stare as he's going on his little rant right now. He's got his
He does
he's
not
ready to
notice.
go.
He does not
he's got
notice.
the beast around him, and Rahk is just staring.
He does not notice. Oh.
Well, folks, should we get going?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go!
I was just gonna ask you what you thought.
Turneroth is gonna look down at Ki-Rel and say, "You're sure you're all right to walk on your own today?"
I believe I feel fine. I don't feel any type of ailments. I'm perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Okay, let me know. I can hold your hand again or carry you if need be.
You were holding my hand.
Just a little bit.
While when?
When we were going through the thing with the mushrooms and the
Stop going in front. Stop going in front of the tank, Budrick.
What'd you say?
Stop walking in front of the tank. You are so gassy. Your AC
Well,
is
stop.
lower than mine.
so I will
walking ahead
also
of the scout. I got my familiar out.
I will also say for you, Goldie, that circle that's on the map, when you enter it, you have disadvantage on visual perception.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? And you'll notice that several of these mushrooms are, like, split open.
I'm sending my familiar out to scout the area. I just moved them up.
Okay. How far ahead?
I got him over here.
Oh, he's up there.
North.
Okay, yeah, I see now. Okay. Alina, are you coming or are you staying down there?
Still getting her ready.
Alina,
What?
are you traveling with us?
Yes. Oh, I thought y'all hosts were gonna move me too. That's crazy.
We can't.
Why
move
would
you.
we move? They don't have the ability
I was
to move
I
you.
was looking for my goddamn picture of Alina because I have like a couple of them, and I thought I had a new one, but I can't find her. There we go. Yes, I'm coming.
Alright, so, as you
holding her
guys, Budrick, I'll say your bird flies overhead of what looks like a very large tangle of vines. The only way through, or not even through, you have to climb over this tangle of vines, and they're twisting vines. So you will have to successfully climb over it. Your bird can see from its vantage that this mass of vines is almost like some kind of blockade. It definitely looks like it will be difficult to traverse, and I need you to roll a perception check for the bird.
Huh?
I need you to roll.
That's just
yeah. It's going to be based on yours because you're looking through the eyes of the bird.
Okay. My perception's off today. 13.
So you see through the bird that deep in the center of this tangle of vines is something. You can't tell quite unless you get closer, but who knows what's going to happen if you get closer.
I relay all that to my teammates. Tell them this. I haven't checked out every path, though. It looks like there might be other paths. I'm going to send my familiar around a different path just to see what's on the other side over here. And I'm going to send
Let
my
us know,
familiar
boo.
So this...
In the forest.
Okay. So basically, that over that vine is the only way to get out. It's a dense forest every other way.
Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna put my familiar over here. It looks like this is our only path. We got some weird, crazy vine thing that is sure to attack us if we should try and go over across it. Can I do can I do like any kind of nature check on this thing to find out what it is?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see if I know anything about all this. Damn. 13.
Are those the vines that you guys told me about earlier?
So,
What was that?
Budrick, these vines, I will say, it wasn't too high because you are a druid. These are living vines. It's a type of monster, creature, whatever, that follows the will of the creature that grew it. It can be moved about, but generally speaking, it's meant kind of like a sentry type thing, or it's given a task. It's not inherently violent. It's just literally just meant to block paths.
So I relay all that to my teammates as well.
Do you think that those are the same type of do you think that it's the same type of blockage that Lady Finchy and them were experiencing previously? Do you think it's that same kind of magic that's doing all of this too?
Maybe.
You asking me?
Yeah, boo-boo.
Do I know?
I would say you would say maybe. It's possible.
Okay.
So Lady Finchy described vines reaching out, grabbing the carriage, and yanking it back, right?
It's quite
it's
possibly
possible.
could be.
So we should probably not get anywhere near them.
That's my guess, but this is our only path through. We could
You know, I
possibly
would-
move them, but I have no idea how.
Fire?
I would cast. No. We've tried that before. It didn't bode well. Alina shan't be getting an arson charge once more. Let's just say Smokey the Bear has a very active team of a fire prevention squad up in this forest.
Do I know how I would move it?
You don't necessarily have to move it. You could climb over it.
Oh, yeah, we could. I don't know. We can
Alright.
try. We can try
Look
and
what she
have to
said.
climb over it. I don't know what's
Alina's
gonna
gonna
happen.
tie her hair up, usually when she's getting ready to do something adventurous or dangerous.
Rahk is just gonna bird stare at Budrick when he says climb. He's gonna spread his wings wide and he's gonna fly over it.
Wonderful. Do me a perception check, please, Rahk.
14.
Wonderful. As you fly overhead, you too see some sort of creature in the middle of this. How big is it here? About there. I would say about 30-40 feet worth of this tangled living vine. There's a creature in the center of the vine. Like, the vines go over it. Like, there is a creature inside the vines.
Is the creature trapped in the vine? Does it seem like it's trying to get out of the vines? Is it just kind of there?
It's not moving, as far as you can tell from your flyover.
Okay.
The vines are quite dense around it, so you can't tell, like, any kind of insight in terms of its body language. But it doesn't appear to be moving.
Did I also notice that it was a creature?
You did notice it was a creature, yeah, but you just couldn't see what it was.
I'm gonna shout out to the creature and I'm just gonna say, "Hello, is there anybody in there?"
Are you screaming that in common?
Yes.
There is no response.
Which one of y'all speak Treant?
I will say, the size of the creature is like 15 feet. So this thing is like 25 feet up the vines and like 40 feet over, and then another 25 feet down on the other side. And this creature is in the center. Like, imagine if something wrapped itself around something else. That's what this looks like.
Can I do can I do a perception check on the creature to see if I recognize it?
No. You would have to get, like, close enough on the vines to look through.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go first here and try and see if I can climb over these vines here. Maybe get a look at this creature. You folks stay there, I guess, and if I die, carry on. Alright, so you said the creature's around the center. I want to get as close as I can to it in a safe manner. And,
Okay.
what do I do?
Hang on a sec. Okay, so climbing is considered difficult terrain when you don't have a climbing speed, which you do not. You do have the option as a druid to change form into a creature which does have climbing speed.
Oh, well,
Or you could just, or hang on. Or you could just climb it yourself, but it takes half your movement speed. So, this thing is 25 feet up, so you would only be able to scale it 15 feet each before, like, the next set of things.
Gotcha. Well, then I will wild shape into a baboon.
Baboon?
She can give me a climbing speed, shouldn't it? 30 feet.
I love how you're like the Beats Boy of the party.
Yes, he has 30, so a baboon has 30 feet of climbing.
Yeah.
You could also do a wolf, I think it's a wolf spider, and that has 40 feet.
Gotcha. Of my 4 characters I pick out, because I can only pick out 4 per day, are a horse, wolf, baboon, and rat.
Okay. So, baboon, so you climb up 30 feet, and you want to look closer through the vines, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I would like you to roll a nature check. You can't quite tell based on the density of the vines exactly what this is, but the makeup of this creature looks similar to the vines themselves. Like, it looks like a creature made out of some sort of plant.
Can I talk to it?
You can attempt.
Well, it doesn't understand common, I guess. I'm like, hey, can you understand me? No answer.
Ki-Rel, do you have any way to get across safely?
I don't think I do, other than my daggers cutting through it.
I wouldn't advise that.
Would I be small enough to crawl under it?
Okay, so, as everybody is talking, no, you wouldn't be able to crawl under it. It's like right down to the ground. Unwin is continuing to gotta get out. And he goes, fuck this! And he just starts running for the thing and climbing up as fast as he can. He gets up next to Budrick and he goes, why are you talking to it? Just climb over and go!
Why are you in such a hurry, Unwin?
And he just goes, I gotta get home. I can't stand being in this forest with these bugs and the toxins. It's time to go home. And with the shrillness of this man's voice, you do notice the creature inside stirs slightly. So it's still alive, whatever it is. But other than a slight stirring, it doesn't move.
I'm gonna shout back to the others. I'm gonna tell them this seems somewhat safe. I don't know if I'd necessarily cut the vines. You guys think you can climb over?
I can get across safely, but I don't know about Ki-Rel and Roth.
I can get across safely. I was just not sure whether to bring it out because it would probably freak you out.
Excuse me?
Huh?
I'm going to go over to the vines and I'm going to use my level 2 spell, I believe it's called Spider Climb.
Okay.
Also, Ki-Rel, I don't know if you said that out loud, but I wouldn't say that word around Rahk at all.
Rahk's too far for him to have heard it correctly.
Well, I'm telling him for the future, because we don't need to be mid-battle and then distract Rahk.
As long as he doesn't turn into a spider.
No, he doesn't turn into it. No.
That is very fortunate, Boo Boo. That is very fortunate you didn't pick the spider.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
I was hoping.
Andy's over here trying to get me to turn into a spider.
I know. I swear that bitch is always looking for a chance to sabotage us. She's like, would you like to move?
Excuse me.
Now,
Excuse me. My D&D campaigns are literally called Natural Chaos. I don't know what else you expect from me. Oh. Wonderful.
I'm pretty sure what this describes is I get legs because I can climb while leaving my hands free.
Yeah, so you know how Spider-Man could just like all of a sudden turn and then just start walking up the wall? Because he's got the little grippies on the bottom of his feet. Like that.
Oh, I was totally hoping for some extra limbs.
No. So you could choose to scale with all 4, or you can just literally just like, excuse me, and then just start walking up.
I'm going to walk up.
Okay.
She's
So
like,
everybody
"This is
watches
nothing."
as this young boy casts a spell at himself, and then he just goes, "Let's go," and just starts walking up. Just full walk, and then scaling it up.
I'm gonna hang behind
Turn-
and wait for Alina. Make sure everybody gets across safely.
Turnaroth pulls a set of climbing boots from his pack. Takes a moment to put them on. He says, "Don't worry about me. I'm always prepared for this kind of thing."
Fabulous.
Alina, how would you like to scale a wall?
I'm walking here, and I'm just going to Misty Step through to the other side.
It's 40 feet across.
40,
I know the
okay,
distance-wise. Do you have to be able to see where you're going? Matt?
I'll double check.
I don't
right now.
think so, but
I don't think so. No.
Oh, it says that I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Do I have that one thingy that I picked? Let me double check. I don't think I picked it this time around, but I'm double checking. Yeah, because before I think I was able to like cast spells even if I couldn't see shit. What was that thingy called? It was some type of feat I think I had. But, I guess I'm just gonna roll with the danger. Here comes Alina to fuck it all up. Alright,
You can climb it. It'll just take you as long as everybody else that doesn't have a climbing speed.
Or actually, give me a second. Let me see.
I just realised I can't actually do that because I don't have the ingredients.
Yes, you do. I said you had enough to do one spell
Okay.
each of your
Oh,
things.
okay.
I would have said if you didn't.
How high is this wall of vines?
It's like I think it's 30 feet up and 40 feet across. I think that's what I said. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. While y'all deciding, Turnaroth just starts climbing up. He's a little bit faster than I will say he's probably as fast as Ki-Rel. Ki-Rel and Turnaroth pass Min-Nguen and get up to the top, and then they pass. Well, I guess they sort of catch up to where the baboon form of Budrick is at the top. I will say that there's now an expanse where you can walk across. Are you walking across it? Climbing across it? What would you like to do? So it's still difficult terrain, so it's still half your movement to get across, which is basically like 2 turns worth, except for Turnaroth, who's wearing the climbing boots, and Budrick should be able to do it in 2 turns because 30, and then another one. So Min-Nguen, it'll take him 3 turns to get across. Ki-Rel, Turnaroth, Budrick, no problem. Min-Nguen, 3 turns, and depending on Alina, it might take her 3 turns to get across when she gets up.
I want to do something just for a little test.
Okay.
Can I cast Prestidigitation as like a little fireball above said creature?
So the creature is inside these vines.
Mm-hmm.
You want to cast a light inside?
Yes.
Okay.
But
For
I
what
want to make it
purpose?
sure it looks like a fire. Because I want to see its reaction to fire. If it's seen it, if it looks like it. I just want to know if
I'll be a
this,
very kind DM and ask you if this is
Uh-huh.
something that you would like to do while you're still on the ground and the rest of your team is above this creature, climbing.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay. You may cast Prestidigitate. So, nobody else sees this because Alina has yet to scale the fucking vines. Y'all have reached the top and have begun your crossing. Unfortunately, Budrick, Ki-Rel, and Turneroth are directly over the creature as suddenly you see light below you in the form of a small flame. Budrick, this illuminates a shambling mound inside these vines. The light terrifies it, and it immediately lashes out, causing all of the living vines to shift. And I need you all to do a acrobatics saving throw, please.
Oh, shit.
Not me, because I'm already on the other side, right?
Correct.
Do I roll acrobatics or do I roll dexterity?
Oh,
You
I
roll
rolled an 8.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Ooh.
You don't need to roll it, Alina. You're on the ground. You haven't started the climb
Oh,
yet. You're the
okay.
one causing this
Appreciate
fucking
that.
chaos.
Yay. Yay.
Yay! But then she hates it when she has her fucking wild magic surge. Unbelievable. Oh no. You all watch as the living vines. Oh, that was his turn. Hang on. One more. Okay. So, poor Unwin is on the edge of the thing, and he gets knocked off from the vines shifting. Turneroth, however, falls through directly into the shambling mound, and he screams very loudly, very shrilly. There is a very small amount of space inside the area, and with the shifting vines continuing to move, it is very difficult terrain. You could try to jump down and save him, but I will say, Budrick, you know that once a shambling mound has got hold of somebody, they will consume them in a very short amount of time. What would you like to do?
A shambling.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like. Hold, please.
God damn it.
So when the vines broke open, would Rahk have seen this happening from his position?
Yes.
Would he have heard
Yep.
him scream?
Oh yeah, there is this
Swamp
giant
thing.
vine monster inside the living vines, and Turneroth is now caught in it.
And Rahk fly up and dive straight down onto the shambling mound to attack it?
There's not that much space. Imagine if it's like you have a blanket, right? And it's like straight, and then somebody's cut tears into it, right? You could ostensibly slip down through it, but you can't. I mean, if you dive down, you could try tearing through the vines that are there, but that'd be up to you.
I mean, if he did it with his talons, like feet first, you know?
Yeah.
I'll try it.
You could do a chance to hit. See if you get it.
Okay, I'll try it.
Alina, all you see from your perspective on the ground is the light show up in the center of the vines. This other vine creature just looks like more vines to you because you don't understand what it is. And then you see Turneroth fall through, screaming, and then you watch as other vines from inside the wall start grasping around him.
Huh.
This is
Well, I don't think it likes light.
It might not have
I'm not
reminded
sure if it
regular
didn't,
light.
Like, light.
You made it look like there was fire, bitch.
Yep. Okay.
This is a 22 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rahk, you can successfully get into this area. What are you trying to do?
Well, he saw it yoink up homeboy. So he is like, when he comes down through the roof, he is swinging down with his short sword at the arms of this thing. One of the arms.
Okay. You want to roll damage?
Yeah.
And I will start initiative for you and Zamound.
2 + 3, 5. Piercing damage. Short sword.
I'm gonna add Turner off just because like it won't let me add the mount. I think because I have it down on the map layer, so it doesn't fuck up things. So
Oh, yeah.
I will just say Turner off is also the mount. For the time being. And you want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
I'd also like to get in on this fight too.
Oh, you can't.
Can I not dive into this bitch? Can I not Misty Step into this bitch?
Yeah, I guess you could Misty Step. It's very tight quarters. There's only like 20 feet of room inside this thing.
I'm in it. I started it, and Alina's here to rumble. I'm gonna go ahead before I jump in. I wanna switch the glam to my black body armor, and then I'm hopping in.
Let me change this 1 sec.
Wait, you said he's where?
Yes.
Because I had Rahk dive here because that's where I thought he was. So I
Yeah.
was
So, like,
gonna put him
here.
like right
Hang on
to
1
here.
sec.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's making that thing fucking huge. Add turn. Add turn. Unless it lets me do it like this. 1 sec. No.
And we beat it.
I'm just gonna move it to the side here. Just because it's so fucking big. Add turn. Why is it not letting me add a turn? It's fucking weird. It's being weird. Okay, stupid. Sorry, Rahk, what was your initiative?
I put it in there.
I know,
It
but I
was
had
bad.
to reset it. Was it 3? You think I saw?
Yeah, it was
right?
3. It was 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn. Okay. This
Yeah,
is
may
not
as well join this
fucking
fight too.
fine. Alina, you want to roll initiative?
Hell yeah.
Can I get in on this fight too?
How are you getting in
10.
there? Unless you just drop it in. So it is a...
Can I switch my initiative with Rahk?
Do you have something that allows you to do that?
Is that not a thing you can do in the new rules?
I don't think so. I know there's a feat for it, and I have it where if you roll a 20, you can. Like, you can choose where in the turn order you go.
I thought it was just a part of the new rules you can do it without a feat. If you carried out mind in.
You see.
I want to drop down in there too. Anyway.
Boo boo, if we get out of this alive, I need to learn a lot more about nature.
Just go slow.
I don't see anything where it says you can do that. I know there's a feat that you can do that with.
I think Nigel did it with something
Yeah.
that he had as the feat.
Yeah, he's got I think it's the alert feat for it. Yeah, no, that's other than if you have that feat.
Or if Andy
Oh, well,
has
that's fine
something
then.
else rolled for it. Oh shit.
But it's always good to check, especially because of the change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Still
but
that's-
Ki-Rel and Budrick, you can drop down should you choose.
I'm dropping down.
Unwin is not. He's fallen on the other side and he's going nowhere. You just hear him screaming, "You're all nuts!" Okay. So I will say, the Shambling Mound is basically where...
Goldie, you switched the order.
I don't know what.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Okay, it's good now.
Basically in that space there. Okay. And then I'm going to add... One sec, let me add you to the... Yeah, roll initiative for the two of you.
Ooh.
Deuces. That means you roll a nat 1 and then +1?
Yep.
I think that's... Rahk, how did you get 3?
Oh, I didn't add my
Yeah, it's
plus.
+3.
So
That's
that'd
what I was
be a
like,
6,
I
yeah.
looked and I was like, what?
I didn't think about it, honestly. Yes, it'd be 6.
Okay. Oh, Ki-Rel's in there twice. Why? Yeah, your 2 is in there. Ki-Rel's 23. And here's a 6. Okay. Why is that? I don't know. The fucking thing is stupid. Okay.
Oh, let me cast my Misty Step to get it out of the way.
It's fine.
There we go.
So, sorry, Rahk, you did your damage, yeah? For your...
Yeah, it was
swing?
5 piercing damage.
Okay. Budrick, you will know. You have, this thing as it's gripping hold of, Turneroth, right? It's basically like it's inside of him right now. You could see him sort of through its vines, but it is constricting, and, above table, he's gonna have to roll to save, and every time, I think it's within, like, 3 turns, like 3 turn orders, he will die. Based on the, because it's just gonna basically like boa constrictor him. It's just gonna get crushed to death. Okay. So you understand that. If that is information you wish to relay. Ki-Rel. You are up first. So Budrick just says to you guys, hurry! If we don't get him out fast enough, it's gonna crush him!
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to go with my damaging hits. Dissonant Whispers. It's loading. Finally, had a bit of melted there. It needs to save a wisdom save of DC 13. Takes half
Fails?
damage if it saves.
It
Oh,
fails.
doesn't, no, it takes 17 points of damage then.
Okay. You see it writhe when you cast your Dissonant Whispers, but it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That'll be my turn.
Alina.
Okay, give me
Just so you know, this thing is 15 feet tall. Just so everybody understands. Like, it's
It's a big boy.
a big creature.
Is it this one? Give me a sec. I think so. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and cast out of Dagger.
I will be very kind to you. If you cast Cloud of Daggers on it, you are also going to get Turner off because it is inside the creature.
Oh god. So am I able to cast anything considering we're this fucking close?
You can.
And
So, like, direct hit stuff, right? Area of effect stuff is going to hit anything in the area, which would include Turner off.
It's like Chaos Bolt probably would be okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about Chaos Bolt. You can do that. Let's see.
But we hope it's not going to be fire.
Shit, I hope it is fire. Roast this bastard. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need to
Where's
make
the creature in relation to us?
So that purple square is the creature's space. The purple circle is the inside of the living vine. Like the pocket. So you guys can't go beyond that border unless you climb out of it, which good luck, because I don't know how you're going to do that. But the creature's space is that square inside.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna cast my own cast spell down. Let's see. I don't know what the fuck any of that is. Ooh. Cold our psychic. Oh, psychic sounds cuter than the psychic.
Is Chaos Bolt a hit chance? Yeah.
It doesn't have a hit DC? Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to hit. So you have to roll to hit it first.
Let's see. Does a 21 hit?
It does. Okay. And then it did 15 damage? Where's your thing here? Second
I
level.
wish I could
second damage.
understand this.
Okay, so it's that first row. So if you mouse over it, right? So there's... Well, it depends. Did you cast it at second level?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why. So it is the 9...
It'd be the 9 plus 6, 15.
So that's why it's 15. And then the 13 is the additional
Damage if it was
d6s.
critical.
No, it's
Or
both
wait,
of them.
The 13
So
would be
total,
critical,
it's
yeah, critical.
21, right? Yeah, 21 for the Chaos Bolt thing. Yeah, so it's 15 because it's 9 and 6 because it's 2d8 plus 6. Right? 2d8. Why is there two 2d8s? Which is weird.
You know what I think it is? I don't know if there's a setting to change it, but I think because my my roll was 21, I think the system might be recognizing that I rolled like a nat 20.
Okay.
And it's giving me like critical damage and just adding like more shit that's confusing.
I don't know why. Do me a favor, roll another d6. So on your D&D Beyond, in the bottom left corner,
Yeah,
I believe is a thing for
6.
Okay. So that does 15 plus 6 is 21 damage. Okay. Beautiful. And now it is, so whenever it's showing Turneroth's round, it's the Shambling Mounds round.
Does he have to roll like a saving throw or something?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
in some... Okay.
Yep.
Hopefully he succeeds.
And the Shambling Mound also gets a chance to attack, so good luck. Oh no. Okay, so he fails the first one.
Oh, shit.
Which is... not terrible. Okay. So you all hear and see the vines twisting further as it grips harder onto Turneroth, and you just hear ah! from inside the Shambling Mound. You do watch as one vine just goes over his mouth, so his screams become more muffled. This is the fucking worst thing you could do. I can't even with you. Okay. So. He's not terrible health-wise, which is good. Then... This is essentially the closest. So... one misses, and the other one is a dirty 20. Rahk?
What was that?
Dirty 20 hits you?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So, you watch as this thing raises two, you watch as vines, like, twist around, and what looks like a giant fist on one side and a giant fist on the other side slam down towards you. Boom! The first one manages to miss, and then the other one, boom! As it smacks down on you, and it does... oh my god! 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to go ahead and use Rahk's reaction to reduce that. What's that? 9 plus 6. This is going to reduce that by 15.
So you still take 4
That's gonna
points of
be
bludgeoning.
4. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Done.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yes, thank God. Trust me, yes, thank God.
Just above table. Y'all remember to thank Alina for this? this? Okay.
Above table, you are welcome for the drama.
Always with
Rahk.
the fire.
It is now your turn.
Rahk is going to begin by swinging his short sword at this thing's leg.
Too dark. Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
It's 1 plus 3, 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a focus point to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
I'm assuming an 8 does not hit.
Does not.
What about a 9?
No.
He misses with both of those.
Good try, though. Good try. Listen, you just saving your own life was rack enough, you know what I'm saying?
Good effort. Good effort. We got this.
Yeah, okay. Ki-Rel, is now your turn. Or, I mean, sorry, Budrick.
Alright. So question on Ice Knife then. This creature is 15 feet tall. The effect area of Ice Knife is 5 feet.
So
if
it's...
I hit this thing at the top of that, will I hit the lizard boy?
You will not. Because it's a direct hit, right?
What
And
about
it's outwards.
Yep. Okay.
So you are
So I'm
doing
gonna
it. That
use
is
my-
very smart. That is very smart. To do it to aim for the top of its head because it's 15 feet up, right? And it's a 5-foot spread, so you won't hit any of your other friends and you won't hit him.
Okay, that's what I was
Fuck
hoping.
yeah.
You are a smart cookie.
Alright, so I am going to wild shape back into my regular self from my baboon self, and I am going to cast Ice Knife at 2nd level.
Okay.
The 16 to hit.
That hits. And then the DC is 14, right? Okay.
Suck. Well, that sucks, but
So here's where I tell you it does save the dexterity saving throw, so it doesn't take that cold damage. It just takes 2 piercing damage from the initial shot.
well, damn.
It's still
Alright.
good, though.
Oh.
Still good. I will also tell you that I will give you inspiration for that very clever maneuver.
Legend.
Alright.
I'll also give you a boon, but that's for after the fight is finished.
Cool.
Okay. You fire this ice knife. Everybody watches as this thing connects with the top of the shambling mound, and ice spreads over it, but doesn't seem to affect it overly much. But still very clever. Very clever. And your bonus action was used to
Wait.
drop your wild shape. Are you moving around the creature at all?
Nope, I'm fine where I'm at.
Ki-Rel.
Yeah, well, I see ice doesn't affect it. I can see it looks rather.
It's not that ice doesn't
rainy.
affect it. It's that it's saved, right? So it didn't take any damage from it.
That's what I was gonna
Okay,
ask.
okay.
Is it
Yeah.
that it didn't affect, or was it
It's just because it
just that
missed.
it rolled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can see it's viney, like in nature of a forest. You know, I am going to cause a bit of chaos and create a bonfire on its feet.
Oh.
On its feet.
Are you trying to kill the
Wait,
man?
wait.
You're gonna-
With
Create
Turneroth stuck inside.
Well, the create bonfire is only on the ground.
Huh. What happens when something catches fire, Goldie?
It slowly catches fire. We can kill
You're
it by
gonna
then.
you're gonna Wicker Man Nicolas Cage this bitch.
And that's
Kill
alright!
it by then, and we can save him.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're already trying to save him from one-time death. We don't need to try and save him from two-time deaths.
I will be very exorbitantly kind and remind Ki-Rel and Goldie that you are all basically encased in vines, which is all flammable material.
You're gonna kill him.
Good luck to you.
Mhm.
I will not stop you from doing it, but I will give you that warning.
Okay.
You can do it if you want. I'm just saying.
Trying to kill all of us.
We give him the opposite of inspiration.
No, because it's still within the realm of his character to have done something like that. That's why I left it. He can make that choice.
Yeah. All right. Slow roasted boo boo.
Who needs
I
a tanning
know.
bed, right?
I'm out to roll for stop, drop, and roll, bitch. I'm not ready.
Oh, fine. I'll just Eldritch Blast.
There we go.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to take after the person who's pretending to be my mother by pointing a fire at this thing.
He says just after he suggested a bonfire.
See, maybe you are in some way related to Alina. This is crazy.
I mean, y'all don't know where Ki-Rel came from. Maybe, timey-wimey shit happened, and maybe he's your child. Who knows?
Oh my god.
That's what it could happen. Foreshadowing.
It was like...
I love that, oh god, was a bad thing, or a, hey, that could be kind of cool.
We'll just have to see. What the
Oh,
card
that's fucking hilarious.
I'm a time traveling child.
Sorry. Did you
Just
roll to
put
hit?
that.
Yes. Yes, it does hit. Yeah. 10 force damage. Okay. So this thing, you shoot your Eldritch Blast at it, and you can see it like reverberate with the force damage across all of it. You see a couple of leaves, mushrooms pop off of its form, but it's still constricting harder around Turnaroff. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I'm fine.
Alina,
we are going to roll. Okay. Okay. Am I tripping? I could have swore there was another one. No, there isn't. Okay. Would you say that this creature is just one target, or would you say there's multiple areas to hit said target?
it's a single creature. What are you trying to do?
Okay. No. I was looking at twin, but I'm like, there's only one creature. It's just fucking massive.
Just one creature. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Where to go?
Good try, though. Good try.
Chaos bolts at.
If this was something like a Hydra, like with multiple heads and stuff like that, I could maybe consider it, but no, this is a
Okay,
single
I'm gonna
entity.
roll to hit first. I'm just gonna roll to like do less confusing numbers. So I'll
Okay.
roll a d20. Plus 5, 19. Does 19 hit?
That hits.
Okay. And then I need a roll for what kind of
So
damage it is.
What
right?
are you doing? You doing your Chaos Bolt again? Yeah, so that is 2d8 is the damage, but you have to roll
for
a
what type
d8
first, right?
to see the damage type, yeah. Here's where y'all end up dead anyways from fire.
Well, I was gonna say,
It's fine.
when I rolled the first time, it let me pick between 2 types of damage. So do I roll 2 and then pick the one of each?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll roll 2d8 and then see what happens, and we'll hope for the best. 5 and 3. That is
Lightning
1, 2,
or fire?
Oh my god. Well, obviously I'll go with lightning, because I'm not trying to kill us. And then... what's the damage now?
It's 2d8.
Okay.
Plus 1d6.
Would lightning not make a fire anyway?
11.
Maybe it was on metal or water or something, but not on that kind of thing. Otherwise, every time lightning strikes the ground, without fail, it would cause a fire, which it doesn't always. Sorry, say that again?
11.
Okay. Okay, this thing is looking... I want to say bloody... Sappy? Sappy? It's leaking?
Sappy.
It's leaking? Some kind of
A
chlorophyll
sappy.
fluid? From that shot. So I will also tell you, Alina, with Chaos Bolt, if you roll doubles, like the same number, so like say you rolled like 2 5s, right? You get to choose an additional target at that point, or you can direct them both. Well, it says to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it. And you just make a new attack roll for it, so that is sort of like additional twinning
within it.
ability within that.
Damn.
It wouldn't have affected it with regards to this one because there's not another creature. You could have,
But it would be good in like an area or
yeah,
like a multi
or like with a mob or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. Nope, that is. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action for a Fountain of Magic. I'm gonna create another level 2 spell. I'm gonna use up 3 sorcery points and give myself a level 2 spell slot back.
All right.
And I'll end my turn.
Turnaroth's turn. Oh my god, this man, he's screaming.
Oh god.
He
Well,
fails
that's
that one.
not good.
Please live. Okay, one of the dice rolled a 1, so that's good. So that is 9, 13. Turnaroth, from what you can see of him, looks very fucking bloodied. FYI, as this thing continues to around him.
Boo boo, do you think you could heal?
And you can't see him
Okay.
from it.
Oh shit.
You can kind of see him, but not enough because he's like inside of it, right? So the rules say like it basically he's not like visible-ish enough, I guess. It's weird. Okay. So, this thing now raises a hand, one towards Rahk, and one towards Alina. It slams down, and it does hit you both, because one is a 16 and one is an 18, so they... Well, just based on the roll, plus 7, so I know they both hit you, for sure, because it's over 20. So let's go, Alina. Oh, that's so good for you. 3, 4, 5, 6. You take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Thank God. Rahk, not bad, not terrible. So that one is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Hold please on that.
I was really afraid it was good because like the most you get, it's 2d8 plus 4, right? And Rahk's last one was an 8 and a 7. That's why I was like, ooh! I was really afraid Alina was gonna get the full fucking brunt.
2 plus 6, so reduced by 8, so it'd be 2.
Yeah. Using any key to try and redirect or no?
I can't unless it reduces to 0.
Ah, perfect. All right. So that's its turn. I will tell you, if this thing hits him one more time, he will die.
Yeah.
Like for the same amount.
Team,
If it's a
hit it with
less,
everything you got.
then not. But he basically has like one more similar hit left in him.
Rahk is going to...
Which, to be fair, just puts him into death saving throws, but like each subsequent time will kill him.
It's dangerous. It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
So Rahk is going to reach into his belt and pull out an acid vial. He's going to uncork it, and he's going to splash it onto at the thing's leg right in front of him.
Okay.
Which is its ranged attack. That's what it is
Okay.
treated as.
Caustic's out here using that Art the Clown's heck in the bathroom.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
So
That's
Rahk's acid splashes on the ground. This thing manages to just shuffle its foot back in time for it to avoid it.
But Rahk is still going to use a flurry of blows.
Okay. Good try though. Good try.
First one is a nat 20.
Okay.
Damn.
So it's gonna be 6
Kitty.
plus 14 bludgeoning damage on the first
Okay.
one. And the second one, 13 plus 5 is an 18 hit.
It does. Yep.
That one is going to be 4 bludgeoning damage. So
Okay. This thing looking hurt. Better hurt. Or abused? I guess. Sappy. It's looking sappy. Anything else you would like to do to it?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Budrick, 'tis your turn.
Well, I saw them get attacked, right?
Yes. It's hard to miss when they're 5 feet from you.
Okay. You just mentioned that I couldn't see Alina, so I wanted to make sure before I did this next thing that I'm about to do. So, all right. So I am going to cast Ice Knife first level this time on the top of the mound.
Okay.
Fuck. That's not gonna hit. 8.
Does not hit. However, I do still have to roll the DC save, even though it doesn't hit. Which it fails, so you can roll the damage for the ice.
That is a 4.
10. So the cold damage, so the piercing damage is the initial hit, right? And then the saving throw is the cold damage, so it takes 10 cold damage.
Oh, okay. And then as let's see, let me mark that. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit right between Rahk and Alina.
Okay.
He cares.
Let's roll for their health here that they're gonna get, and that's pretty good, actually.
Little healing
6.
spirit. Okay, cool. So Rahk and Alina, you both take 6 healing.
Nice.
Thank you, Boo Boo.
Remember, you also get that 6 healing again at the beginning of your turns next time. So
Hell yeah.
Well, fully healed now, so.
you say you're fully healed?
Yeah, that fully healed me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he manages
I thought you
to
took more damage than that.
bypass a lot of it.
Okay.
No, deflect attack takes a shitload of damage out.
Well, provided it's a specific kind of attack, which this
For
stuff
now.
is. Yeah. He's like, I have plans, Andy. I'm gonna wreck you.
I don't have plans. The
Oh.
monk class has plans. It just eventually deflect attack just turns into deflect energy.
Would you like to do anything else, Budrick?
Nope, that's it.
Ki-Rel, 'tis your turn.
I'm going to use my last second spell slot on the same one, Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
That was not a good roll.
It has to do with wisdom save, Andy.
It saves itself. So sorry, I rolled 19.
It takes 5 damage then. That sucked.
So sorry.
Alina.
Let's do it to it. Alright.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and do Chaos Bolt at level 2 once more.
Okay.
Ugh. 9.
That does not hit,
Son
unfortunately.
of a bitch.
It is now. Well, you gonna do a bonus action? Anything?
Let me see if there's anything I could do.
You said this is just going to put him into death saves, right?
Correct. But
Okay.
each subsequent round will be an automatic death because he can't do anything other than just
Yeah.
continue to get constricted.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Wait, actually, what is this?
But I don't know if any of you have the ability to like spare the dying, revivify, anything like that. It's good luck.
Actually, Rahk does have a medical kit and can use it. Yes.
He's terrible at this. Okay. So that's not as bad. He's still alive.
Thank God.
He is looking on death's motherfucking door, though. He stopped making any noise, and you can just sort of see blood seeping out from between the vines.
Healer's kit, that's what it's called, Andy. That's what
And then it gonna take another swing at Rahk and Alina.
Mm-hmm. Not me, bro.
7. So, Rahk, 19 hits you?
Yes.
Okay, and Alina definitely hits you because of dirty 20. So... Alina takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And so does Rahk. Same amount.
Hold, please.
Oh, wait a minute. I just took 9, right?
9, yeah.
30 from 9 would be 21? I forgot because I didn't take the healing from Budrick's thingy. So, it's 1 HP difference.
10 plus a 6, so that's 16. So that's going to reduce it to 0, and I am going to use my final focus point to try and regroup. Needs to do a saving throw, please.
Okay. What's the DC?
10.
That fails it.
The dex save.
Oh, fails it.
Then I need to roll 2d6 plus 3. 1. 3, 8 damage.
Okay.
Should be bludgeoning damage because it's the same type of whatever the attack was.
Okay. Still looking hurt as fuck, but it's still alive. Anything else you would like to do, Rahk?
That was just
Or,
my
sorry,
reaction.
yeah. Any, sorry, that's it for its thing. It's now your turn. Puppies.
Rahk is going to use his remaining acid vial again to attempt. For these, because he's just splashing it at it and not throwing it at it, I'm just adding an empty vial back in.
That's
okay.
fine. Yep.
Oh,
He's like, recycle.
the 14 hit.
It does not.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Oh.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to attempt it around.
Okay.
So does a 24 hit?
It does.
Okay.
You're like, please say yes. Suddenly this mount has developed armor.
6 plus 3, 9, and he's using his talons for this. He's just opening his hand to use his talons, so it's going to be slashing damage instead of bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's a class feature. He can use
I know.
bludgeoning or piercing or slashing for it. Okay. It's 9 slashing.
Okay. This thing looks like it's starting to fall apart in different places. Little whole chunks of the vines that make up its body have started to fall off as Rahk slashes at it. But it is still holding on tight to good old Turner-off. He's suffering in silence right now. Boo boo! It is your turn.
Alright, so if I'm keeping track of my charges right, basically it should have 1 charge left, right?
It's only gone
So-
through, yeah, each of them. And Rahk, you healed 6 HP?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you need the heal on that one? Like when you started your turn?
No.
No,
No, it
so
was
it
a
wouldn't
full
have
health.
used it. Wouldn't have used it. So you should have,
That's
you said it's 5 in total, 3 have been used,
So
so there's
2 left.
2 left, yeah.
I would like to use my bonus action and move my healing spirit over on Turner off.
Yes, I will say because it is breaking apart enough, you could feasibly get into it at this point.
And then I would like to cast Ice Knife again at level 1.
Okay.
So cool. This is not a natural 20, but 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and damage 7.
Okay. Then I have to roll the saving throw,
Well, that's at the
which
top too.
which it fails. So, oh, 10. So I just take the whole damage there. So yeah, 10. Perfect.
That's 10 cold damage plus the 7 piercing damage.
No, it's 10 in total. Because if you look at it, when you rolled it, 7 is piercing damage, 3 of it was cold.
Okay,
Right?
gotcha,
For a
gotcha,
total of
gotcha.
10.
Okay.
So if I had passed the saving throw, I wouldn't have taken the cold damage. So it would have been only 7.
Gotcha.
But because I failed
Gotcha,
it, I
okay.
take the full 10.
All right.
It's just,
Well, that's
it
good for me.
splits it like that in case, like, the creature has some kind of resistance or immunity, then it wouldn't, if it's got immunity to that damage, it wouldn't take it. Right? Or if it's got resistance, it only takes half. That's why it splits the specific type of damage based on the spell. Okay?
Groovy.
Beautiful. Would you like to do anything else?
Oh, that's it.
Cool. Ki-Rel.
It's going to be Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Ugh. It's the 14 hit.
Do you have any... Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, no, it does not.
Damn it.
I know. I'll watch as Ki-Rel fling a force bolt at this thing, and maybe because of how much it's deteriorated in its form, it misses, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Either that or Ki-Rel was distracted by some of the sappy goo coming out of it.
Maybe.
I see when I heard sappy go, instantly in my head, I wonder what it tastes like.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
Alina.
Alright. We are going to cast. Where's it at? Tides of Chaos, does that give me a D or like advantage? I roll twice?
You have advantage on 1d20 test. Before you roll a d20, you must cast a sorcerer spell slot. Yes?
We're gonna go ahead and do Tides of Chaos. And we're gonna use that on a Witch Bolt.
Okay.
So we'll roll to hit. A D20. And another D20. Ooh, bitch. Okay, well, we're gonna take the 15 plus 5, 20. Does 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, praise Jesus. And then it's 3d12. Is that the correct damage I'd be rolling?
So
At
it's,
level 2?
it is, yes, 3d12.
.23 lightning damage.
As you cast this lightning at the Chandler Mound, it envelops it, and the crackle of lightning strikes through different areas, and it all just falls apart onto the ground, leaving a unconscious or semi-conscious Turneroth lying on the ground, covered in his own blood and bruises and tears.
Is he downed or is he?
He is
just
not
like
downed.
low?
He's just low.
Okay.
I will say he does
Rahk
take an
is going to-
additional 6, which takes up the rest of the healing spirit. And you're out of initiative.
Rahk is going to walk over to him while he's on the ground. He's going to hold open his mouth. He's gonna pour in the Dex discount health potion that he has remaining in his bag.
Oh god, not the DAC. If that fucking shambling mountain did a kill him, this fucking potion will.
How far away is your owl? Fuck, who's closer? Okay, so, your potion goes into turn her off, which is, it's 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Where's my fucking d4s? Wait till you see what you've fucking done to this thing. To this man. Okay, so he looks much improved, health-wise. But as this potion takes effect, you just see Turneroth lift his arms like, ah! As he honks.
What?
And he looks like he's trying to, ah! And he just looks at everyone confused.
Rex's gonna look over at the goslings as they're staring at him in confusion.
Above table, for the next hour, he can't help but mimic the sounds and movements of the nearest animal. The nearest animal to him are the geese. That's why I had to see where the owl was versus the fucking geese.
Has the plant thing broke him?
So
No,
the shambling mound is broken. The interior of the living vines is still intact.
Ah, well,
No.
in character. Has this thing
Oh, sorry.
broken him?
Rex is gonna look over with the closest thing to a grin on his face that you can see with a beak. He's just gonna hold up that empty bottle and go, "Dak potion."
Oh my god.
What's a DAC?
He's a curse on a town called Pelverin, not too far from here.
Oh, curses. Okay.
Yeah.
From outside the mound, you hear, "What's going on in there? Is everybody okay?"
Yeah, thanks for the help.
You come on through, you big baby.
Whatever you do. This living thing is still there, like the wall. It's just basically, he's on the other side of it. He got knocked off the top when Alina did her little flame on in the center. And he goes, "Is it safe to go up now?
Yeah, it's safe.
What's that weird noise I heard inside?"
Death.
Did you say death? Is that what you said?
Yes.
He says in a shrill voice. I don't know.
Not yours. Come on over.
So Unwin will climb up to the top, and you can see him peer over the edge of the side of the living vine into what is now basically like a basin that you guys have created. It's like the inside where you all went through is like there's a hole, but the living vine is still intact in terms of its encasement. On that note, we shall take a short break, and then we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay. Alina will turn on her camera in a second, and then we will adjust the nameplates, because everybody gonna be on camera for the second half. Well, second 2/3, whatever, depending on how long we go.
Rest of the session.
Yeah, rest of the session. Okay. So I don't know if that's where she's going to show up in the lineup. I think she actually takes over where Ki-Rel is, because then it becomes like alphabetical. So we'll just await on Alina. We could take a second to keep going at this point. So, Min-Nguen looks down at all of you in there. Rahk, you have flown out and over, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And it goes, you need help out?
Who's he talking to?
All of you in the center of the living vines. He's above, looking down at all of you in the pit. You need help out?
You gonna help?
I'm asking if you need help.
I'll gladly take some help if you have some.
Okay, give me a minute. And he's gonna take a rope out of his bag, loop it through the vines, tie a knot, and drop the rope down into the well of space.
We're not going back, we're going forward.
You gotta go up and out.
Oh, okay.
Right? So imagine it's like, there's like a square where this thing is, there's a hole in the center where you guys are, so you have to come up and then out over the other side.
Alright, can I do a real quick investigation check for any loot? that might be
Are you
laying around?
sure can? Roll for investigation, please.
No. 11.
Okay. So, you just shift through some of the debris of the shambling mound, and you find two scandalously shaped glass flasks. Imagine they are in the shape of like a feminine form.
Not
They're
scandalous.
filled. Yeah. Each are filled with a pink-hued liquid. I'm just gonna put that into your. Well, I should say, are you picking them up?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so cute. suddenly, Rahk has become a cat. Just like, hey.
Khajiit has wares.
Are you picking them up, Budrick?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am. For sure.
Alright.
Is that all I see?
That's it.
Okay. Well, I grab the rope and I'll start making my way up.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll a athletics check, please.
That always works out well. Oh,
Wonderful. You are not easily, but sufficiently able to scale out of the hole back on top of the living vines.
some dough.
Turner off goes, ha! As he motions towards Ki-Rel. Ha!
Ki-Rel's just. Huh?
Ha!
Lord.
That's the best geese honk sound that I can make. That's it. Just ha!
I believe he's saying I'm to go up next, I guess?
Is it?
I think that's safe to say.
Okay, well, I'll go up next then.
Don't eat anything.
I'm trying not to. I really want to, but I'm just gonna grab the rope.
Okay, roll athletics, please.
Oh.
I thought, oh.
Oh.
Oh, please. Oh, thank God. Okay. Ki-Rel, you begin to ascend the rope. About halfway up, your grip slackens and you lose it just in time to feel a hand of very tall, thankfully, Dragonborn Turner-off grab hold of you and give you a little avantage. You can roll again. Thank God this Dragonborn was looking out for you. Whew.
That's a bit better.
That's better. You are able to ascend the rest of the rope without difficulty. Turner-off then looks at Alina. Goes, ha! Ha ha!
Yeah, I'll go, because me going last time wasn't the best choice. So I'll just go ahead.
You didn't even go. You just fucking lit fire.
Athletics, right?
Yeah.
$12.
You are also able to scale the rope safely. Turner-off quickly ascends behind you, and then Unwin unties his rope, rolls it back up, stuffs it back in his bag. And Turner-off looks at the group as he's coming out of the hole, and he points in the direction that Rahk is, and he goes, ah! Ah!
I'm sorry.
You see him go, oh!
Me too. Me too.
As he moves the rest of the way across the top of this living vine, as you're all walking across the terrain, you can see that every so often he just keeps going. He flaps his arms a bit. Like you
The
see him
best
shake his
part-
head.
I think the best part is that since they're not technically geese anymore, they don't understand him.
That is correct. He doesn't understand them either, right? He's just talks like them, or is trying to imitate the sound. So it's literally like it's his voice, but he's trying to make a geese sound. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you're all able to scale out the rest of the way safely and descend onto the other side.
I'm gonna have my familiar come down and fly down on my shoulder for a minute.
Okay. Anything before you all move into the next area?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell I guess whoever's listening, but primarily to Budrick. If anybody else over here isn't, whatever. But we'd be like, hey, Boo Boo. When I was on watch, I actually seen some griffins fly above us.
Ooh, griffins.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Which
much
way were
about
they
them, but they're
going?
really pretty. If I recall correctly, they were passing from left to right, so somewhere north of us. Possibly.
We'll have to keep an eye
Is
out
that how
for
you
'em.
described? Is that how you described it, Andy? It was like
They
from
were
left to right,
flying
and then-
south.
Oh, south. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, they were
We're going north,
in
aren't
the
we?
direction we're going. Yes.
Well, that's a bummer, but we'll have to see if it'd be really nice if we could capture a couple of them,
I mean,
or at least
I
ask for their
didn't, I
help.
didn't know. Okay. I was like, capture. I was like, Boo Boo, I haven't seen this side of you before.
Oh, God, Druid! Capture the animals! He's turned into a poacher druid.
Could you imagine?
Using my druid powers for
That's a
druid.
poacher.
People.
Oh. I mean, he could
hunting Druid.
if he felt it was a necessary type thing. He is neutral. Yeah, it's possible.
True.
Okay. As long as he's not doing it cruelly, like he's not going to use like clawed collars or anything. Hopefully, we'll see.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool. Everybody ready to move into the next section?
Yes.
Yep.
I am.
Go.
So funny that the music came to an
changed,
end
bitch.
and then came back. It's the
Right.
same music, but the track just came down to the end and then naturally started up again. Oh, that's really funny.
Okay. Be like, why is there boss music?
Not yet. No.
No, imagine.
So,
What do you
I
mean
know,
not
right?
yet?
is that water?
She means
This
exactly.
is a
what-
dungeon, bitch. What do you expect?
We're almost to the end of it. We're gonna have to fight something. Something's controlling this shit. She said whatever. She said something grew that vines thingy, or someone. Yeah, we got this though.
Where's my familiar? Is it still back there?
Let me move it up in here.
We can see the bridge from here, right?
Yes.
Not move my familiar, but
I know. Give me a second. Hang on. It's because every time I make we move you guys to a new map. There, you should be able to move them now. And I'll add that little green dot so you can see them a little easier.
I'm going
Or-
to send an owlie over across the bridge just to get an eye of what's on the other side of it.
Does anyone need a short rest before we go into any sort of battle?
Probably a
I
good
think that'd be
idea.
great.
I was looking at you, Ki-Rel, because I know as a warlock.
Short rest helps me, yes.
Yep, the only spellcaster class that benefits.
Yep.
Alright, so you're all gonna
Short
take
rest
a.
only has to be
Short
an
rest?
hour long. So
Yeah.
So,
I will say, Budrick, after you guys climbed over that thing and moved into this new area, you did hear the call of a bird in the distance, and you suddenly feel quite inspired by the sound. And you gain a boon where you can add 4 to any roll of your choice. One roll, if you should, excluding attack rolls.
okay.
So it could be like a
Nice.
perception check, it could be an attack roll. It just can't be the damage portion of that attack roll. And that's your boon.
Blessings upon you.
Alright.
Alright, so everybody wants to take a short rest?
Yes.
What do I get back from a short rest?
You can use hit die to regain health should you need it. I don't think you do specifically at this particular juncture. I don't think.
Cell slots.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
would.
need a long rest. For
Yeah,
you.
you need a long rest for sure.
If we're going
Yeah.
into battles, I've got next to nothing above table, so I probably want to do a long rest. You guys up for a long rest?
I'm fine with that.
It would have to be 6 hours if we're not doing a sleeping long rest. So that
Hmm.
That's fine.
I'm fine with whatever as long as it makes sure everybody's tip top shape.
Sounds good for me.
All right.
You all
Yeah.
voice your desire to rest along, and you hear Anun go, "Oh, again!" He trudges over and just like slumps down. Oh, I'll take the first watch. Hurry up. I gotta get out of here.
I'm going to
Sounds
cast
enthusiastic.
disguise self to look exactly like Unwin and just start going, hey.
And actually, Andy, standing watch can count for light activity.
Ah.
For
Sure,
long rest, it can count as part of their sleeping or whatever. The standing watch can for their light activity for the long rest. It doesn't interrupt.
Keeping watch?
Oh, never mind. I'm reading it wrong. I'm dumb. Never mind. It's fine.
So Unwin will keep first watch. So he will take, if you guys are doing 6 hours, he will do 2. He doesn't really need a rest. He didn't do much of the fighting.
Mhm.
Let me see how generous he feels. Oh,
Can't
he
read
does
why
not
I'm
feel
resting.
that generous. He is only willing to do 2 hours.
I can't read while I rest, can I?
No.
Okay.
So if you were doing like a regular long rest, right, where you were able to do something else at the same time, like 8 hours, then you could do 2 hours of it reading and then 6
Okay,
hours sleeping.
I
Because in order to take the benefits of long rest, you need a minimum of 6 hours. So basically, what Caustic is saying is like you guys are literally doing the minimum and then gone, right?
Okay, works for me. I need the full 6, so I can't do a watch.
So Turner off will go, ah! And he's willing to do 2 hours
Thank you. Please honk if you
at the end,
see anything.
essentially.
I can do the remaining because he only needs a short rest.
Alright.
You all hunker down for your rests. Nothing happens whatsoever throughout the watch of any person on the watch, which is good. They rolled an @1. So nothing happened. Yay. Okay. You can all take your long rests. Good old Turner can go back to full fucking health.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that was relaxing. Thank you. Unwin, how you doing?
He just looks at you. Are ready to leave? Anytime the rest
Oh.
of you are. Anytime.
We haven't had breakfast yet.
Breakfast? What are you eating breakfast for? You ate less than 12 hours ago. Let's go.
Rahk is already up at the edge of the grass looking at it very suspiciously.
This
I do-
grass does not have the same properties. But I will say the tree line does not look particularly inviting the farther in you go.
Do a nature check on the tree line.
You can?
15?
So I will just say that some of the trees further back in from the tree line definitely look like the same type of trees that you guys fought on your way in.
Very start.
Mm-hmm.
The incident.
Yeah, the incident. The incident where the whole party except Ki-Rel learned fire bad. But stepping on the grass itself doesn't look particularly dangerous to you, Rahk. Anyways, it doesn't look like the same as the grass throughout the rest of this place. That has been, anyways.
Gotcha.
So, folks, it looks like you might have more of those tree creatures on the tree line, so be wary. Don't agitate. Try and stay away from the trees.
Upper.
There's trees everywhere.
Just stay on the path.
Rack is gonna lap his way over across the bridge next to the owl with his geese.
You flew over?
Yeah.
Can I do, I guess, a perception check or investigation check on the bridge to see if it's safe to cross?
I was like, yes. So I will say a perception check will tell you whether or not you could see any potential weaknesses. An investigation would be where you test the wood before you put your full weight on it.
Do the investigation. Shit. 7.
The plank that you put your foot on, you feel it regular springy wood. Nothing breaks, nothing cracks.
Alright, well, seems maybe safe. I'm gonna try and go across then. Toot toot toot.
Wonderful. Okay. I need you to make an acrobatics saving throw, please.
Eight.
Oh
I'm gonna drink.
Oh no! Oh no! Budrick, you
Put
fall
myself down
through
here.
the you're not there. You could like put yourself here. But I will say something grabs hold of your ankle as soon as you fall through.
Ah! Something's got me.
Oh. Second. Well, that's not the wrong one. So, oh, yeah, I guess it is. I didn't realize they were that big. I don't want them to be that big.
What to
Ooh.
be that big?
Ooh. Hang on, I gotta find a different one. These are large, and this river's not that deep. Okay, that'll work. Do me a favor and roll perception now, Budrick.
Okay. 13?
And I will say, Rahk, are you called to look at Budrick when he falls through?
Yeah, I'll say he'll have like stepped over here to kind of glance over.
Okay. You see several. So this water is not clear, right? It has sort of like a phosphorescent glow about it, so you can't see in it. It is Budrick, basically up to your chest, right? That's how deep it is. It's like 5 feet, kind of deep, at least where the part where you're standing in, anyways. And I'll say, Rahk, you can see from your higher advantage several what look like movements within the water coming towards Budrick from different angles.
Rahk is just going to point at the shore and be like, Budrick, run!
I pull myself up.
You cannot. Now that help. Something has hold of your ankles.
I can't move. Can you help me?
Rahk, can you fly down and help him?
Rahk is
I'll
going
obviously feel it
to
right here.
fly over to the shore over here and pull out one of his spears and reach it out for Budrick to grab onto.
Okay. How long is it? Yeah, I'll say okay.
The spear it says it has a reach of 5 feet, but
I'll just allow it from where it is. Budrick, could you do on athletics check at advantage?
Alright.
That was not enough
11.
to you could feel that you're almost out, and then this thing, whatever it is, claws into your ankles and yanks you back into place. These other creatures that are underneath the water are now about 15 feet from Budrick, and there's 3 others.
I know it's too late here. I don't know if it's too late, but can I add that +4 onto that?
Yes, you can! Yes, you can! And that will save your life!
Yay!
Yay!
So, just as you are able to pull yourself out with Rahk's help, who's watching this happening? If you're watching this happening, roll perception. For everybody but Budrick, because he wouldn't see it from his vantage. Because he's looking out like, help! He's looking ahead to safety. 8, you don't see shit. Ki-Rel. Rahk, are you rolling perception?
yeah, I'll roll.
Okay, you can roll at advantage because of how close you are to Budrick.
I got a 19. I don't know if I need
Okay.
to roll advantage.
So, Ki-Rel and Rahk, you notice as Budrick's feet break the surface of the water, there are webbed, clawed hands that sink back down into the dip.
Webbed
And the
clawed?
water goes completely still again. Well, except for like it's moving water, but like nothing. You don't see those ripples of movement from any direction.
Watch your
Rahk is
step
gonna,
there.
Rahk
Would
is
you
going
like
to
to
bird
try?
stare down at the water, and then he's going to fly back over to the other side again.
Are there mer people at the fucking 5e world?
Maybe? Unwin is very impatient. And just goes, look out! Look out! And you just see him go, and he manages to get across safely. And he looks back, what's the delay? Hurry up!
Well, I'm gonna let Ki-Rel go first. I'm gonna walk like kind of close to him, but not like too much to where there's too much weight on the board.
Okay, Budrick, are you trying to cross again?
I kind of want to stay I'm in the middle, right? Or where I am.
Well, you're back on this side of the shore, right? Because Rahk pulled you out.
Okay.
And then he flew back over.
I'll let Ki-Rel pass first since he's lighter.
Okay.
Same with Alina.
Ki-Rel, you can roll at advantage because you are a child, for an acrobatics check.
Okay.
You are able to safely cross. No problem.
Okay.
You didn't even need it because you got that dirty 20
Yeah.
on the first one. Turnaroth looks at how big he is and goes, I might want to go last. Just in case.
Goldie, it was the Murlocs.
Alina, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll go.
Blah, 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 blah.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Only WoW players understand.
That's you said no.
I'm sorry, is that a nat 1?
It is the nat 1.
All of you watch as
Oh,
Alina, hang on, as Alina falls through one of the planks, does not, however, land on her feet when she falls through, and disappears below the surface of the water. She has not yet come back up, and you can see that those movements are coming in again. Alina, underneath the surface of the water, do you open your eyes? I will say you feel something grab hold of you underneath the water.
Oh, then yes,
Then
I think
grabbed
Alina's
it.
reaction would to be to look.
Okay,
Or
so
no, actually, the second. Okay, am I still able to see outside of the water?
No.
Okay.
it's like cloudy, right, with the phosphorescent light inside of it. So not really. Like you might be able to see like shadowy forms like directly above, but you wouldn't be able to see with any clarity.
Alina's probably going to panic. I'd say in this panic, she's probably... If somebody would like to react first, go ahead, because Alina's going to fucking do something that might be regretful, so...
I'm gonna dive into the water after.
Okay. What are you doing when you're in there?
Trying to get to her and grab her and swim towards the surface and out.
Okay. I will say that Turneroth also jumps in the water because I rolled to see what he would do. So, Alina, I'm going to put you about there. And Budrick and Turneroth will both jump into the water to save you. And you feel them reach down to grab you and pull. And I need you to roll a... let's say a strength saving throw.
Are you fucking kidding me? 5?
This thing has a very good grip on you. I now must make it aware that if you spend another turn under the water, you are going to lose breath.
Okay.
So not this time, but next time. Turn lightly because it's not really initiative, but
Alina, you need to get yourself a set of real dice, girl.
I know,
Standing
right?
out is failing you.
All right. Turneroff plants his feet within the muck of the riverbed below, and he goes, "Come on, Budrick, we can do this!" and pulls with Alina again. Roll a strength save at advantage, Alina. Well, thank God.
Nice.
You are able to quickly, not quickly, but successfully pull her from the grasp of whatever had hold of her. And I will say that the three of you managed to get to the other side of the river. And as you climb out, all three of you need to do a acrobatics save, please.
9.
15.
Okay, so, Budrick, you managed to avoid it, but Alina and Turneroth both have, this creature, that is basically like a mer person. So, let me...
I fucking knew it.
One each?
One grabs hold of each of them.
One grabs a hold of each, or two grab a hold of...
That's what it looks like.
Hold
No, one has grabbed hold of Turneroth, and one has grabbed hold of Alina. And you can see them just... They're on the ground. They're not, like, upright, but they've just, like, come out of the water enough to, like, grab hold of their ankles just as they've come out of the water, and they are attempting to...
Rahk is going to hop over here, and he is going to just do a straight front kick into this merperson's face. The one that's grabbed Turneroth.
Okay, you want to roll to hit?
Yes. 12.
Okay, so you are able to kick him, or it, successfully enough that it releases Turneroth and slides back into the river. Unwin. Oh, natural 20, this bitch! You just hear a gruff, oh, and it comes back and goes like this with the butt of its axe, which slams it down onto the wrists of the mer person. You hear a crunch as it goes, and like a very high-pitched noise as it like lets go of Alina and then slithers back into the water.
If he
You know what I just imagined,
His hand
Dad?
probably hanging on by a tendon or some shit.
Go ahead and look at the live stream chat in Discord. That's what I imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yep. With misery on his
Fucking
ass.
misery. Yep. But just with wrists.
So,
Also, Andy, can you please drop the geese on here? I just noticed they're not on here.
oh, sorry. But yes, that is what occurs as you guys cross the river.
I still prefer the Little Mermaid.
And Unwin says, "Everybody have fun swimming? Let's go!" And just starts walking forward.
The Rahk is already flying forward. This is...
Turneroth looks from next to Alina on the ground and goes, "That was close."
You're telling me? I didn't want to swim. I didn't want to be fish food.
But you're okay.
Turneroth and Alina and Budrick, you're all sopping wet, FYI, after being in that river.
Lightning would probably be a bad idea, I think is what she said.
Dad asked I was going to witch bolt in that fucking water if they didn't let me go. I didn't give a fuck if I got shocked or not. Everything was getting deep fried, bitch. I was about to make a fish boil.
It is refresh this 1 second. I got a weird thing on my roll 20. Getting measurements from the last map on this one. Like weirdness. There we go. Okay. So, I will now remove the rest of the map. I should
That's a
not
big
miss that.
fucking tree.
I know, right?
Is that cherry blossoms?
Some kind of.
Isa Sakura.
Some kind of. I think it's more like an apple blossom tree versus
I
cherry
think they're
blossom,
pink
but
good
same
bunnies.
basic.
Not good at bunnies. God, those are so gross.
So, I will say, as you guys move into sort of radius, I will say from above, you do see like a kind of oh, see, I knew it was gonna be alphabetical. This bitch gonna be at the front. Give me a second.
Seems like a boss fight area.
Does it? Oh, strange.
It's not like areas are going to set fire to a tree. No.
No. Alina looking beautiful. Okay. So, as you guys get to the other side of the river and you can start to see through the trees, there is a like monstrously huge tree. Probably 120, 200 yards in the like you could see like over the top of the other trees, bits of the foliage and stuff like that. Budrick, I will say you are able to tell that this tree is dying, if not already dead. And whatever foliage is left on its branches has just yet to fall. I would say it's like it takes a while for a tree to like fully like die, right? Like several weeks kind of thing. But it's like patchy where the full foliage is, right? And I will say as you move through, you can see part of its blossoms like on the ground, rolling around with the rest of the like leaves and that kind of stuff. What would you guys like to do?
Can I tell what is causing the tree to die?
Not from where you are.
Not by looking at the leaves or anything like that.
Rahk is continuing his march forward. He's up to here.
I'll be a wee bit behind.
He sees the big fucking tree and he is investigating.
And I'm going to send my familiar forward to see what I can see. This tree, it looks like it's dying. I'm not sure what's causing it. I'll send my familiar ahead to
Are you
see
looking
if I
through
can
your
find
familiar's
it.
eyes?
Yes.
So, you will see. Well, roll perception.
Well, I almost got you to give it for free.
I know, almost. But I was like, eh.
Alright,
Okay.
15.
That is enough to see. That's alright. The tree that it is next to, you will see that it looks unlike most of the other trees. Looks like, let me.
That looks like a movable graphic.
Look at that tree now. So this is what that tree actually looks like. Like a actual treant. Alina.
Fucking tree beard. Fucking tree
I will
beard.
also say, huddled in the center of the... So as your bird gets closer, you can see there are many gouges in this tree that somebody has taken an axe to it and chopped out several portions of it to the point where it is no longer able to survive. That is how this
That
tree...
fucking Kenku bitch.
That is how this tree has died. I will say, resting amidst the dying boughs of this tree, you see...
Fucking Sigourney Weaver.
And I would say you
Sigourney
recognize that as a dryad.
Fuck yeah, that's the fucking gatekeeper right there, man.
Are you the keymaster?
So that's what she looks like, but just for sake of it being space-wise.
Where's she at?
So she's in the
Oh, she's
center.
up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So there's that giant tree ant thing, and then the dryad.
So that's what she
Alright,
looks
so
like.
Don't attack
That's what
anything
she
yet.
is.
I want to see if I can have a conversation with them. It looks like there's some serious power up ahead, so just hang back for a minute. I'm gonna approach the tree ant. The tree ant? What is it?
Looks
Do I know
like a
what it
tree
is?
ant. It is essentially like some kind of elder tree.
Okay.
It is like a
Elder
sentient,
tree.
fully sentient tree. You would understand that.
Okay. I think I speak Druidic. Right?
Yes,
Where my language is at.
you are a druid, so you would speak Druidic.
Okay.
Your languages
in
are on the left
Druidic-
side, so you Common, Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, Telepathy
There we go.
within
This is
60
it.
feet.
So within, in Druidic, I'm going to talk to it, and I'm going to say, "Great tree. This tree looks like it's injured and dying. Can you tell me what's happening here?"
This tree moves slowly, and you can tell just from its... I mean, you know trees, nature, quite well. It looks very sorrowful in its posture. It's like a very prevalent kind of emotion. And he looks at you and says, "The Lord of the Forest is no more." And he says it
Lord of
very
the Forest.
slowly and drawn out, but I'm not going to do that because it's going to take forever to have a conversation. But they make it like, you know how like the treants in Lord of the Rings go, "La, la," like that. So it's like that, but he says it that way.
Yeah. What did you call him again?
The Lord of the Forest.
Lord of the Forest? What happened to the Lord of the Forest?
Humans, other creatures came. Most took regular trees that we would allow them to use for safety, and certain trees were not to be touched, too young, too much magic. One did not listen, and cut him down.
Where are they now?
He points at the dryad. Says, to look up her name for a second. the Lady Belladoffy, she attempted to stop it, but it ran. It was too fast for her. She reaches out, spreading her power to try and catch the murderer. She has not been successful yet.
May I approach the Dryad?
If you would leave any weapons you have behind, she may not take kindly to you otherwise.
I will leave my weapons behind them. Approach.
Okay. And he just waves. You can hear like the groaning of the tree limb as he goes, waves you towards the tree. She's like probably like 20 feet up from you in the boughs of this tree, right? And she's just sort of seated there like sadness. You could see probably just like streaks of water down her barked cheeks.
What was her name again?
Belladoffy.
Belladoffy. Lady Belladoffy, your companion has told me what's happened here. What can I do to help?
And she looks at you with like, you know when somebody just doesn't give a shit about the rest of the world anymore, right? And she goes, "What can someone so young do? Nothing. There's nothing left. He's gone." And she, more tears continue to roll down her cheeks.
Perhaps vengeance is in order. Can you help me find this person that caused this damage?
She came and cut away at him. one after the other, and I wasn't here to protect him. And I haven't been able to catch her. What makes you think you could?
Do you know which direction they went? Can you tell me what they looked like?
It was some feathered creature.
Oh, that bird bitch.
Was it bird-like?
Yes, it was.
We saw that creature.
She
Not
looks.
too far up the road.
She sits up a little straighter, from like someone like leaning like this on a branch, and then she just looks up at you like now she's like a little more alert. Where did you see it? And when she says that, you as a druid can feel tension in the like every blade of grass around you, kind of thing. Like this reaction would definitely instill the belief in you that she is the reason this forest has become like this right now. Like 100%.
Probably a solid chance it's good that Rahk isn't there right now.
That's why I told you to stay back. We saw. It's gonna be a horrible. Say the name of the creature again.
A Kenku? Yeah.
Kenku. We saw this Kenku creature south of here. I fear that he may already be, or she may already be beyond your barrier here, and I'm not sure where she's going. We met her along the road, and we did not get a good feeling from her, but we were still new to this area and learning. Had we known, we would have done something. It looks like that same Kenku creature destroyed a druid circle not too far away from where we originally found her. Beyond that point, your barrier had already gone up and we couldn't go back.
She just sort of slumps back, almost like defeated. That there's nothing left to be done.
Vaughn is not gone for good. We can track that creature down. And we will take vengeance upon her.
You would take vengeance? How would you take vengeance? What vengeance could you take that would bring my love back to me?
I'm afraid I can't bring your love back. But we can stop that creature from doing it to others.
She was not the only one?
Who else was it?
Any of the woodsmen that come down from the city. They come and they chop and they kill my children. From the north they come, some sort of group or I can't remember what they called themselves, but they say that they needed them for supplies to aid in their own war efforts.
Is that north of here?
Yes.
We were headed that direction. Perhaps we can put an end to the constant flow of woodsmen in this forest. Would you let us pass?
There is no sense in keeping up my barrier if she has gotten past it. She laid the killing blow, but many others took from him many times. If I let you pass, you will find her, you will find them all, and you will kill them. And when she says that, there's like a swirl of like leaves and shit like that just like burst up around you. Swear it.
We will.
Swear it, Druid.
I swear. By my Druid honor, I will.
She slides down from the tree, and she's kind of short because she's a dryad, right? She's about 4 foot nothing, and she slides down, and her hair sort of trails behind her really long, as she just looks directly up at you. You will not betray me.
I will not. Is there anything aid you can give us in our efforts?
Find the Druids of Brighthelm. they shall aid you.
Is that the city?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your help, and we will not let you down.
You have sworn an oath, Druid. Should you fail nature, nature will fail you.
Nature will never fail me.
Fail nature.
As you have come to this agreement, the elder tree lumbers from behind you, reaches and this thing is big, it's like 30 feet, right? It reaches down a long, gnarled hand towards the dryad, and she steps into the embrace of the elder tree. And she looks at you again as she rests into his arm. She says, I will await vengeance at your hand.
But
Do
we'll
not make
return
me
as
wait
soon as
long.
possible. As soon as possible. We
Okay.
will return.
She pulls something like a sort of twig from her crown, pulls a bud off, and then goes and blows it towards you, and it just sort of gently comes to you. It's like, you know those like seedlings on like a dandelion kind of thing? It's like one of those, but it's like pretty big, so you can catch it in your hand quite easily. You need not return to me. When the job is done, plant the seed in fresh soil. I will know.
Very well.
Water with
Thank you.
blood.
She turns her face to rest into the crook of the elder tree's arm, and then the elder tree looks at you, nods, and they walk off.
Woohoo.
Did we avoid a potential fight?
You say you avoided the boss fight. Let me tell you now. The other group also had the opportunity to avoid the boss fight. They did not. But I will say
Let's
that
go.
if Budrick does not take vengeance, whatever that vengeance may be, on this group, on every member of the group, it's not a large group, but it is a group, you will suffer problems with your druidic abilities.
But we have to get the Bright Helm for that, right? Which is,
Correct.
you said that's a couple towns away because we're
Yeah.
on the way.
You do have, like, time, right?
It's just, it has
But-
to get done, is what you're saying.
There will be a point,
We don't
because
have
you didn't
anybody
ask for,
of,
like, a specific in terms of time, I can't tell you. But the sooner the better would be what I would tell you.
Really makes me wish I would have killed that that bird creature.
Not the.
I thought you were gonna say Kunku, yeah? Oh, goodness.
That continuing source of inspiration for me.
Okay. So, let me just do this, do that. So,
That gets us out of here and on the road so much faster. Saves
I
us like
know.
hours of combat.
bro, I have nothing left for this session, this one, because I thought you would be like fighting at
Nope.
something, but it's fine.
Let's go.
I will say, so,
We
so
lose out
as,
on a lot of experience by doing that, though.
not that much. It's just like, so instead of killing, right, you earn like negotiation, which is like half. So it's, yes, experience, but you also don't have to worry about being dead.
Yeah. Plus, we'll probably get something after accomplishing whatever she assigned us. So, another quest.
Well, there's that, but there's also, because she has agreed to drop her barrier, you'll see in a second. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off approach towards where you are as they watch the Dryad and the Elder Tree exit stage left. And as the rest of the group sort of comes towards where you are, Budrick. All of the trees, forest, everything that sort of looks everything begins to shed leaves, and so like I'm not gonna do this because I don't have a map, but like different trees start to just like lose their leaves and just sort of like sink down into the ground, like be absorbed, like reabsorbed into the ground. And a pathway opens up, and you can see even the like forest floor near where you guys are, like a pathway opens, and you can see just beyond the set of trees up in the top right area here is a roadway, like what would have been the natural roadway heading up north. So everything that is this dryad had created as like additional protections, more foliage, more trees, barriers, it's all just melting away.
Can do an investigation check for any loot.
And say, is there anything on the ground in the area?
There's no loot in the area, so to speak. I will say you could take.
Something...
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, am I able to see like where the axe was, where it was struck? You know,
there's like several places around.
Can I find like one distinct one, because I want to make note of it in my journal and probably see about how long it is, because this will come in handy when we investigate that Kenku bitch later.
How much experience do you have in chopping wood?
Lumbercraft.
Not much.
Not much. So I would say you probably can't figure out a distinct pattern based on just somebody chopping into wood. And with how large...
There's like one clean slice, you know, anywhere?
I mean, there's several clean slices in different areas, but they just look like axe chops to you. Like, there's no residue or anything left behind.
How long it is?
The size of an axe. So, this foot long.
Okay.
Can I do an investigation check for any sumac leaves?
What are you trying to find sumac leaves for again?
My spell, what is it? Flaming Blade.
Does it consume the leaves?
I'm trying to find it. It says components are VS and M, a sumac leaf.
Does it say they're consumed? Because I think you have a spellcasting focus with your staff, so you shouldn't need material components for a lot of your spells.
Which is the spell?
Flaming Blade. Or Flame Blade. Sorry. Doesn't say anything about consuming it.
No, so you wouldn't need it. So anything that doesn't, if you have a spellcasting focus, right? If you have that, which is what your quarterstaff is, and provided you're using it, right? So if you were using like a sword and something else, you wouldn't be able to, because it's just like it's strapped to your back, so you're not like actively using it. But because you actively use your quarterstaff, that counts as your focus. So any material component that's not consumed is covered by this quarterstaff.
Okay.
Provided you're using
in the
it.
spell description, if it was consumed?
Yes.
Yep. Where it says the component, it would say whether or not it's
Consumed on use is what it would say, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I have some other spells that I have to switch up to. Alright, well then, never mind that. I'm good.
Okay.
As long as there's no loot.
No loot here. But there was the whole Adventurers Guild thing to clear the road.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
loot
did.
will be incoming.
Yes,
Not yet.
we get loot. Rack is flying
Yeah.
towards the exit. Whoosh. His niece.
Unwin
I'm
is
gonna whoosh with you.
on your fucking heels. He goes, civilization! As he runs for the exit.
Is that so
I'm gonna-
bad?
I want to walk over here really quickly, just to the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going in it or near it. I'm just going to say, I'm gonna remember this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and walk out.
Hang on, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Mm.
So you're gonna say, oh, beautiful. Roll perception for me.
They are intelligent. Angry, but intelligent.
14.
Beautiful. So as you say, I'm gonna remember this, and you scream at the water, you just see like the head almost and then it drops back down into the water.
I said,
I had to roll to see if it was
Well,
going to.
before-
but
Before
intelligent.
it dropped, when it popped up real quickly, I just wanted to like wave my little finger at it with a little witch bolt magic around it. Just so they know I ain't fucking with them this time. I'll make fish
What
sticks
is-
out of them hoes.
Also,
What
I'm
is the-
going to share everything that I learned and agreed to with the Brad, with the team. You guys should know everything that's going on.
So we need to stop the woodcutting guild in Brighthelm and
We also need
Fry
to go
up
after
some
that
kenku.
Tunku motherfucker. Yeah.
see, I told you I was getting
So-
vibes. I told you guys I was getting vibes.
Yeah, I should have listened to you. Remember to listen to you next time. Remind me.
It's okay. I don't have many bright moments, so I get that.
Oh, don't say that, dear.
Oh,
You're very
God,
skilled
he's
and
so-
talented.
He called you dear. Oh.
I know our relationship is just making strides.
It is. It is. Give me 1 second. I just need to find something. Okay, so, as you guys come out of the,
Forest.
forest, thank you, do you favor roll perception?
18.
Nat 1.
Oh no.
Receive it for his rack.
Okay. So, Rahk, as you notice all the trees, like, so, and this forest is really big, like miles of forest, essentially. It does start to break down in certain areas that had become overrun, whatever. You notice that behind you, to the west, is a small village which had been overrun by these trees, and ahead of you is another small village. Which direction would you like to go? So more north.
2 villages?
Yes, more. Either you can go back or forward.
How far away are each of the villages in either direction? Like,
The
are
one-
they close enough we can investigate one and then go to the other?
You could. It would delay your arrival forthwith, but yeah. Let me put you this way. You have 2 forks in the road going forward. This one and one other one. If you take this one, you potentially have 3 areas before you hit Brighthelm. On either direction. One is longer, one is shorter. If you go back, you will extend even more, so depending on which next branch you take, could be an even bigger extension.
So we have extension versus potentially bigger extension.
But I can't tell you which route you're going to take for the next one till you get there. So I will just, above table, remind you. Budrick, you're on a fucking time limit.
Well, I hope she gave me some time. I mean, we gotta walk around this thing, you know, it's gonna take a couple weeks.
Rahk is gonna
got
head
wings on
towards
my
the
back.
forward. Rahk is gonna start heading towards the forward path.
I'll join that.
Guess we're all following.
Okay. So, I will leave everybody, with this one. It's a short one today because I assumed y'all were gonna fight, like the other one did.
Like we would have.
Which is
usually.
alright. Which is alright.
It's okay, we got our combat out of the way early today.
So, you guys travel for probably another day and a half. You can put yourselves through a long rest. There's enough of you that watch was simple. Nothing bugs any of you. And you reach a small town called Starcrest.
Okay.
Okay. And as you enter the town, people look surprised to see the direction from which you came. We'll just end on that one. You'll be like, see where the camera? Oh my god! And you see a couple people run off, like as if they're gonna go spread the news, kind of thing. It is a very small. It's like a village. It's tiny. It's not like a big city. It's a tiny, tiny village.
Alina notices the attention and she's just gonna be like,
She just like, I'm here for it.
I know.
Alright, wonderful. So, our next session is on the 1st of December. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Is that your birthday on the 1st?
it's my birthday.
Oh, look at that! I was like, I thought it was the 2nd. That's what I was like, oh, it's... And I'm like, am I wrong? I was wrong. I thought for this whole time it was on 2nd. December 1st. Alina's birthday.
Being on my birthday.
Are you okay doing it on your birthday? Okay, cool. Excellent. We will be back for Alina's birthday. I will also advise you guys, calendar-wise... Let me just see if anything happened while you guys... Beautiful. This evening, next session evening, because you will arrive at the town kind of like mid-morning, there's a shooting star scheduled for that evening.
On my birthday?
So, I will tell you what happens. On days where there's a shooting star, if you guys remember to take the opportunity, because I'm not going to remind you day of, I'll remind you now. If you go outside and look up at the sky and make a perception check and pass, you will see the shooting star. You then have the option to make a wish on the star. That could either be good or bad. So, you know, it's less like a specific wish and more like just like, I would like to potentially get something good, and then you will roll, see if you get a good wish or a bad wish, and then you will be given something. What those are is essentially a card, but because I'll show you the card. You'll either get an opportunity to use something to foil me, and if you roll poorly, I will get something to foil you. They're not big, but they're like just small little, like, I get an advantage versus you get an advantage. I add a d6 to something, you add a d6 to something, that kind of shit. Nothing crazy, but it's...
Alina becomes famous, Alina accidentally blows up a whole town, and then all the townsfolk are trying to kill her.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. It'll be good. Yeah. That will end today's session. Very good. Very good on you, Budrick, to step forward before anybody else can fuck it up for you. Ah, gotta love a druid. But yeah, here's hoping that you clear out that Woodcarvers Guild, because good luck. Good luck.
Alina's persuasive.
We got this.
Also, I'm still surprised that Ki-Rel didn't try to lick the sap. But it's
I'm
fine.
sure it's crossed his mind.
I did think about it.
But Mother Alina's words probably ring true in his ear.
He did think about that, aye. He's got the tart he can eat.
What would have
All right.
happened if he did?
You don't know now. Good luck. Maybe next time there's
I feel like
sap,
we're
tell
gonna
him to
have
lick
to-
it. See what happens.
Effects of creature blood in the bestiary should be added.
His bestiary is only for dire creatures, though, so he could probably learn the effects of the dire creature's blood.
One day it'll
If-
be a
if there are
vampire.
any. You just say one day it'll be a vampire?
Yeah, I'll drink the blood of a vampire.
Oh my god. Crazy. Alright, guys.
Oh, dead vampire, it sounds like.
Level your faces. I will see everybody again on the 1st. I will be live tomorrow with some more Veilguard. So, and then we have Blessed by Frigg coming up next Friday with their new member, because we didn't do last Friday because people was not well. So.